You may have heard the phrase minimum government, maximum governance. This was quite famous in India in the era of 2014 and 15. Similarly, similar framework has become famous after the winning of Donald Trump's election in America. And what was it? Hello and welcome to the new series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today's session is about DOGE framework of America and how minimum government and maximum governance is applicable in context of India. So moving towards the points of discussion part. First of all, we are going to discuss the news, then we'll have a discussion on DOGE, that what is this DOGE framework. Then we are going to discuss about the department, that what is this DOGE department, and then we are going to discuss practice question or prelims, and we'll also have a discussion on minimum governance and minimum government and maximum governance in terms of India. So before moving to the news part, I want to make an important announcement for you. As you already know that this TIS has several branches across the country, and this TIS had started its ISGS Foundation course. And into that course, the Indore branch has been already begun by 13th of November by 3:30 p.m. and in Karol Bagh, Delhi, 26th November, 6 p.m. And in Noida also the class will start by 9th of December. And this is exclusive in English medium. If you want to know more information about such classes, you can call on to the number 8010440440, 8010440440. So coming to the news part, the news is that after winning election in America, President Donald Trump has formulated a department, and the department is named as DOGE, which is the Department of Government Efficiency. And why this is in news? Because the two wealthiest persons of the America has been appointed as the member of this department. One is Elon Musk and another is Vivek Ramaswamy. And that's why this has become a talk of the town, because many people had criticized it because they said that how two wealthiest persons and corporate people can decide the future of the nation. So here we'll have a discussion on the DOGE government. So what will DOGE do? So the objective of the DOGE is to leaner government under the republican principle of minimum government and maximum governance. So we already know this, that this was already applicable in India, and NDA government had started this thing, and in that they had said that there should be the minimum interference of government and maximum governance. It means that citizens will decide the fate of the nation, and they will also pave the way for the nation's development. So who are the leaders included in? So the leaders has been provided by the Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, and what they are tasked for. So they are tasked to restructure the government department and finances, cut excessive regulations and wasteful spending, and increase efficiency in federal agency. So these are the functions they are supposed to do. That they had to cut down the wasteful spending. They had to also take care of that where taxpayer monies are going. So they had to basically regulate, and they had to advise the government that we have to take such steps. And what it is for? So it is for the transparency and public engagement. So they had posted online that how they are going to work. Donald Trump had also posted about this DOGE framework. Elon Musk has also posted, and Vivek Ramaswamy has also posted on X that how they are going to work. And public feedback, they had encouraged that public should provide their feedback to them, and leaderboard tracking wasteful expenditure for accountability. So according to the Trump, so many funds in America are mismanaged. So in order to make it in a very simple and smooth way, and give it a way and give it a direction and how to utilize the resources, such kind of framework and such kind of department has been developed. Now we'll come to the another aspect, that how department will work. So the Trump had clarified that this is not a government department. it is a department which will work outside of the government, and their only job is to aid and advise the government. So here there is basic job is to advise the government that their policy should be into this direction. Their research will help into that. Okay, we have research into this direction. We have seen that here wasteful money is there. Here we are spending a lot. Here this area needs lots of spend. So they will advise the government. And also goal. So their goal is to large scale government reform by July 4, 2026, because of the American Independence Day. And we already know the leadership, Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy. And what was the Trump vision by this? So Trump vision was, Trump has said that this is one of kind of the Manhattan Project of our time to transform the governance. So in order to bring transform in governance, the Donald Trump has taken such kind of decision. However, it has sparked various concerns and criticism. And so many people has said that the interference of two capitalists are not welcomable in America, because they will design policy accordingly and there will be not say by the common people. Also, so many says that it is a very ironical on the part of America that how two capitalist people can decide that whether wasteful money is going or not. There are chances of corruption into it. So this is about the DOGE framework. Before discussing to the question, I want to discuss it into the Indian context. So we already know that minimum government and maximum governance was very much famous in India, and various ministers, various government officials often endorse such kind of phrase that we have to promote minimum government and maximum governance into that. So what is this minimum government and maximum governance? So minimum government is that where will be the less interference by the government, and the citizen will be the ultimate authority of the nation, and they will decide that how nation should go, and they are the participants of the developmental process of the nation. And for that, Digital India has been chosen, and Digital India was quite famous, and it has embarked a very turning point of situation in India. And we can see that various digital programs just like Mission Karmayogi, and we have DBT, direct benefit transfer, we have various UPI system, and we have so many framework which has been launched on digitally, and there was a special focus on the e-governance. And why there was much and special attention given on the e-governance and Digital India? Because Digital India has been chosen as a tool to implement the minimum government and maximum governance, because here there will be more transparency and citizen can directly contact to the authorities and they can directly participate in the democratic process of the country. So here there are so many grievances portal have been launched for the citizens, where citizens can address their grievances. There are various RTI policies in our country, various tracking applications are there, so that you can track your complaints, you can track your applications. So with the help of Digital India, the government had tried to implement minimum government and maximum governance. However, it had also sparked various controversies and criticism in India also, because so many people had objected that we had launched the Digital India, but most of our population are suffering from the digital divide, the divide between gender, the divide between caste, the divide between the urban and rural. So how we can say that e-governance is very much applicable to the India, because most of our population does not have the access to the internet, they do not have smartphones, they do not have awareness. Also, there were many gatekeeping by the bureaucrats and officials who are not letting the people to avail the services. So this is one of the kind of criticism which minimum government and maximum governance has attracted. Now we'll come to the question part. The question is, which of the following best defines the concept of minimum government and maximum governance? Increasing the size of government to enhance public services, reducing government intervention in daily activities and promoting citizen empowerment, expanding bureaucracy to ensure more regulations in governance, Implementing mandatory citizens involvement in all government decision. This is very easy one and you can answer into the comment section. I hope you like this session. If you have any queries related to this session, kindly ask in the comment section. Thank you. Have a nice day.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.